Okay, now we look at example 3. So for example 3, in the circuit shown in the figure, calculate A, equivalent capacitance, B, charge on each capacitors, and C, the potential difference across each capacitor. So we know we have two capacitors here, C1 and C2, and we have V equivalent or V supply, which is 50 volt. Okay, and we know that at C1 they're going to have Q1 and V1. At C2 they're going to have Q2 and V2. Soalan yang pertama diminta equivalent capacitance, which is C equivalence or C12 equals to berapa. Okay, so this is V total or equals to V12. Okay, sebab ada dua, so 1, 2. Alright, so A kita tengok, which is we have 1 and 2. So soalan minta for A, C equivalent sama dengan C12 sama dengan berapa. Okay, and we have C1 and C2, satu kaki sahaja yang bertemu, so mereka dalam keadaan series. So we can write here that C1 and C2 are in series. Okay, kalau dalam series kita tahu C nya ialah 1 over C1. Series ialah C12 equals to 1 over C1 plus 1 over C2 to the power of negative 1. Okay, so 1 over C1 kita ialah dekat sini bagi 1 microfarad and C2 is 2 microfarad. So 1 mu plus 1 over 2 mu to the power of negative 1. So kita akan dapat C12 is equals to 6.67 exponent negative 7 farad, or is also equivalent to 0.67 microfarad. So that's for A. Okay, so you must remember that you need to 1 overkan jawapan yang kamu dapat dekat sini sebab dia ialah C12. Okay, and for B, dia minta charge on each capacitor. So charge to B diminta Q on each capacitor. So we have 2Q, diminta Q1 sama dengan berapa and Q2 sama dengan berapa. Okay, as we know that mereka berada dalam keadaan series. Kalau series, Q12 sama dengan, which is also equals to Q total, sama dengan Q1 sama dengan Q2 sebab mereka dalam keadaan series. So kita perlu cari Q12 sahaja sebab kita dah ada C12 and kita dah ada V12. Okay, so kita tahu we need to use the formula. Kita tahu kita ada formula C equals to Q over V. To find Q, Q12 is equals to C12 times V12. C12 kita ada 0.67 micro, 0.67 exponent negative 6, and V12 kita ada 50 volt. Okay, we have 50 volt, so we will get 3.33 exponent negative 5 coulomb, and kita boleh concludekan dekat sini Q12 is equals to Q1 and equals to Q2 equals to 3.33 exponent negative 5 coulomb. Okay, so that's for B. It's easy sebab dia series. Kamu perlu cari satu nilai sahaja. Kamu cari nilai ni, kamu akan dapat 1 and 2. Alright. And for C, the potential difference across each capacitor. So dia minta nilai V1 and V2 sama dengan berapa. So V1 sama dengan berapa, V2 sama dengan berapa, and we know V12 equals to V1 plus V2. So kita tak boleh guna, kita kata 50 sama dengan V1 and V2 sebab dia series V nya bukan sama, V nya ialah hasil tambah. So we need to find by one. We have this formula. So that formula V is equals to Q over C. So if we want to find V1, so V1 equals to Q1 over C1. We have Q1 here, 3.33 exponent negative 5 divided by C1, which is 1 exponent negative 6. So kita akan dapat V1 equals to 33.3 volt. Okay, and same goes to V2. V2 equals to Q2 over C2. Q2 is 3.33 exponent negative 5 divided by C2, which is 2 exponent negative 6. So kita akan dapat 16.65 volt. Okay, so that's for question C. Alright, so that's for the example number 3. Thank you.